Hello and welcome to Let's Talk About It. I have today my dear friend, well educated and locked and loaded. Her name is Sandra. I call her Sonia. I may call her something else, but she know her name.
Okay.
I want her to kind of give you, nobody can say things about themselves like the person. But I do, what I have gathered from this, she has such a passion to educate us as professionals, to get all of our ducks in a row, so to speak, because we've all been affected by this COVID-19. And I've been hearing people talk COVID-19 this and COVID-19, but okay, it has happened. What are you doing with the time that you're at home to find out that you're not in the place where you need to be,
Right.
to get the things that you need to survive, not just past this pandemic, but for life? See, there's life outside of this, and what you do different past this determines how well you survive as a business, as a person, and how we survive as a nation. So, with that being said, I'm going to relinquish my voice and I'm going to allow the professional. This is her expertise, and I do think we really need to pay attention. So, it's on you.
Well, hello, everyone. I am Sandra Hill Ward. I am the owner of ProConsult 26 and, well, the owner of Professional Cosmetology Consulting, which is, and ProConsult 26 is .com is my website. All I can do is tell you my story, and it goes like this. I was a cosmetologist, and I don't want to say doing hair because anybody and their granny can do hair. I was a professional cosmetologist for 16 years. And what I failed to realize was that I was missing out on the benefits of being self-employed.
Okay.
What that entails is establishing your business, getting the people on your team in place so that they can service you and guide you, because you can't be everything in your business. You have got to hire people. You have got to pay people. You have got to invest in yourself.
Okay.
You are a business within a business when you stand behind the chair of someone else's salon. Now, if you're in your own, and you're a one-man show or one-woman show, you still have to have a team in place. You may not have other people around you, but you are it. You are your brand.
Okay.
And if you are renting a booth, you're losing out because you aren't getting any of your booth rent money back. Because guess what? You are not established in business.
Whoa. You might want to say that twice.
Okay, and louder for the people in the back. I understand.
Yeah.
So, in saying all of that, it's a very simple process. It's not an expensive process, and it is a tax deductible process.
Whoa.
Everything you do,
Tax deductible.
you can see it come back. All you have to do is gather your team. You don't have to gather everybody at once, but I can tell you, for starters, you need a CPA, because you don't do taxes, you do hair. CPA does taxes. I didn't say HR Block. I ain't say Lucy Nim. I didn't say the lady down the street or around the corner, Uncle Bubba and them, nobody, unless they are a CPA.
Certified. Got to be certified.
Got to be certified, bona fide. Oh yeah, and licensed. Okay. Because you're going to need somebody to possibly go stand in front of the IRS with you in case something goes down. Usually, that's not the case, because these people don't want to go with you over there to see the IRS.
No, they don't. They don't.
it's their job and solely their job to keep up with tax laws, keep you informed on how you need, what you need to do to organize your paperwork, and so that you can have a smooth transition and not have to worry about owing any back taxes or being fined and possibly being sued.
Now, you know what? I'm glad you said that because that happens. I know this to be true. When I first started out in business, and you start out, you just come out the gate wide open, straight from
Okay.
school. Just want to work, just want to work. And nobody took the time to tell me how to set up a business,
Right.
how to get a CPA. Let me tell you how I found out. I worked for her name was Kathy Rutledge at the time. She had a CPA, and I just saw how she had her salon was just set up so different from what I had seen before. And I was like, oh my God, didn't know you had to do all that, but I learned that from her.
I know, Kathy.
Yeah, and one thing that I love today that I learned, I got into a situation with a client, and this particular client tried to sue me. Okay, so I know you know what you're talking, but had I not had my, and that was back in the 80s, had I not had my paperwork or had my people in place, I would have been, that would have ruined my career right then and there.
Exactly.
And so you can't say you can't afford to get a CPA. You can't afford to do business without one.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of times people are just, as you said, fixing hell. You go on, I'm sorry.
Exactly. No problem.
Yeah.
Because it happens. I mean, when you don't have processes in place to keep your business going, they could shut you down, and just like they did. I mean, it's happening now. We're sitting right there in it.
In it.
Sitting chin deep up in it.
Yeah. And people are panicking because now they're so gung-ho with opening up. But then, Sandra, it's important because even though this happened and there's nothing you can do about it, those that have their everything in place, we're not worried about it. Why? Because we're covered. We have insurance. We have, we have insurance. We have assurance. So those things carry us where we won't have to be plucking our hair and just panicking to get back in. But I want you to address the fact that many are experiencing this pandemic, this economic situation. But what's going to be different? Those that's waiting and pushing to get back into the workforce. What's going to be different? What if it turns around again? And I'm just going to tell you, we're unstable now. We're very unstable. Our economy is very unstable. So nothing's guaranteed. I believe something else is going to come through again. So what's going to be different?
What's going to be different is the amount of people you can pile up in a salon at one time.
Yeah.
Okay, you give everybody that 8 o'clock appointment. You give 10 people an 8 o'clock appointment because you don't know time management.
Yeah, okay.
You don't understand time management, and you cannot distance 20 people within an hour.
No, you cannot.
Okay, and I can't make this up.
You're not.
I have witnessed it. I have never done it, but I have witnessed it. So I've learned from other people's mistakes. Okay. It's not like you're going to sit up in my chair for 8 hours. You are not pulling a shift. When I was standing behind the chair, you did not pull a shift. No. You were in, you were out. I had a time frame to do everything. If something happened, I had adjusted time for the unexpected.
Okay.
That's called time management. That's what's going to be different.
Now, you know what? I like what you just said. And I'm an instructor too. So during the time that, and even looking at the book that's out there now, it kind of skates over what we're talking about right now, like time management. I think that needs to be a chapter all by itself.
Okay.
How to set your business up needs to be in the book. All of these things need to be in the book. And I understand it's in your reading, in your book that you have. Now, I don't think it's ironic that we're having this conversation right now, because especially during a time such as this, because nobody that I know of in the My Lady book or whatever book that they're using now have these issues in there. If any information is in there, it's very little to none. So you come out of cosmetology school, you get your license. Of course, even the exam has changed, okay? The exam has changed compared to when we took our exam. It was really, it took us all day to take that exam.
Yes.
It really did. We had to like spend the night in Montgomery.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Come the night before, and go and then leave after the test. Yes.
Yes. So it was like, and we dressed different.
Right.
We were in all white. We were clean. We were this, that, and it gave us a mindset of professionalism.
Exactly.
And we took the test. It was a serious thing that we were doing, right?
Yes.
So here we are now, and we're dealing with this day and time where people want to do stuff like this, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right.
Now, so some things have been pulled out the book, some things have been skated over, but this is what we're talking about today. It is so important to be put back. This needs to go into whatever curriculum you're teaching to your students, because they're unprepared. When they get out of school, they don't know the first thing about they should understand you need to set up first your business. Before you call it a business, don't you agree?
While you're in your, I guess you call it your senior
year. Your
senior year of cosmetology school, that's when you need to start establishing your business and calling it what you want to call it, and going to the state of Alabama and getting your right, claiming your name and getting your licenses and getting all that done, so that when you step out, you stepping out into something that you can actually use and be proud of, because you cannot borrow money for a business unless you got an EIN number.
Oh, okay. Okay. Listen, you own it. Because see, I've seen a lot of things that's being passed on Facebook for small business, for this, for that, and the other. A lot of people cannot get those. Why? Because they're not set up. They're not together. They can't vouch for money they've made. They just have to. And so, yeah, they're suffering. They're suffering for their negligence.
Exactly.
My thing is, if I get to something, and I have gotten to some things in my life where I was unprepared, and it's the most uneasy feeling. But you know what? I said, well, okay, now I need to get that done. See, you learn from that. Now, if you don't learn from it, you're gonna repeat it again and again and again.
Exactly.
So you said a mouthful. I think that right there just blew me back, because people. You know what? I tried to fill it out. I tried to do this. I tried to do that. But if you hadn't, they're not gonna even recognize you.
No, at all.
Okay.
You can go to any bank in the world, and if you don't have that, you don't have anything. And it's the easiest thing to get.
Girl, stop. Yes.
I can sit here and talk to you. I can sit here and talk to you and get about 4 or 5 EIN numbers right now on this laptop that I'm on right now.
I mean, and you know what? And I want to say this to anybody that's listening to this. Don't close your ears to this. If you don't have what you need, here. And then here is a portal to get it. I mean, at the end, she's gonna give you all the information where you can contact her. And every cosmetologist, you got to hear me. Every cosmetologist need this book. We need it. There is no such thing as, you got all your I's dotting, your T's crossed. There's more to learn. There's always something to learn. And you
Always something to
must
learn.
remain teachable. If you're not
Always.
teachable, you're already in danger zone.
You already out of business, basically. And that's even without establishing a business, because in cosmetology, if you aren't teachable, you can shut it down, because
Wow.
things are still happening in cosmetology.
And change.
Chemicals change, processes change, techniques change. And guess what? You might invent a technique. And guess what? If you don't have a copyright attorney, you might not be able to make it legal.
Oh.
And I can come along and steal your technique and make it mine. Well, I invented that in 19, but babe, I got the little C behind that. I got the trademark on mine. Just like Google has trademarks. If I go and try to steal Google's trademark, baby, I'll be in cease and desist. I get that letter first.
Yeah.
Stop using my stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what Facebook has a problem. When you play music, you have to say, I don't have the rights to this.
That's right, because you don't own it.
You don't own it.
Now, that's good, because see, businesses, you've got to own your business to be a business.
Exactly.
Some people may not understand how to, when they're filling out their paperwork, whether they're going to be LLC, S Corp, or whatever. I think a lot of our people just need to be educated on which one will be better for their business.
And all of that is, I'll go over briefly what all that is right here.
Okay.
It's a little book, but it's packed with stuff
that we need.
That's needed.
Yeah.
I mean, even how to suggestions on how to build a clientele.
Whoa. Okay.
And like I said, on my blog, which is on anchor.fm, all of those things are right in there.
Wow.
And like I said, I go on my blog monthly. So you can, I started in January. So you can go back to January and come all the way up. And I'm on every platform, Spotify, all of them.
Okay.
Yes.
So we should not have a problem contacting you or getting information. If you don't get this information, it's because you didn't want it.
Exactly.
And exactly. I'm gonna say this now. My thing is, as being Dr. Robinson, I meet a lot of people. I meet some that I will never forget. I meet some I'm going to forget, okay? Because purposely. There'll be some times when people will try their very best to, they'll see you succeeding in whatever God has ordained for you to do. And they will be a thorn in your side if you're not careful.
Right.
My thing is, and the reason why I think this is so important, I'm gonna keep pushing it until we're heard and get it where it needs to be, because I was reading about you, even though I know you as a friend, I didn't know you like a professional like I do now. See, and that's another thing, just because you think you know a person on a professional level, that's a whole different platform. That's a whole different area.
Right.
Some people will not hear me because they think they know me, and that's fine. But there are some people that will hear, and those are the ones I'm after. Same with you and your book. Now me, I'm not going to endorse anyone that that's just talking. I like to see results. And that's one reason why I'm so in love with what you're doing on a professional level, because I think what you're doing, we need it. It's needed. And some people have responded and some won't. Some looking at it and want to say something and won't, because they think they know. But that's fine. And as I stated earlier, just the information that I've read thus far, I'm personally going to read that book because I'm sure some other things I probably need to add to my business because mine has grown into I'm an online full running school.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's some stuff I need to tighten up on that.
Right.
So I'm saying it to say this: no one has arrived. I don't care how much money you make. We got to protect our money. If you make the money, you got to come on. And that's another thing. Is that information in the book as well?
About what now?
About how to set up your bank account and how to put your money where it needs to go and all that information.
Oh yeah, your business and your personal should not be in the same kitty. No,
Okay.
no. your business should be your business. Even if you have a credit card, have it for that business. That credit card has that business name on it. You don't use it to buy your shoes unless you're buying shoes for work.
And it needs to be shoes for work, right?
For work, right. Shoes for work.
Oh, wow.
Not no red bottoms. not no, because yeah. Not when you go get your get a sharp dress for the concert or something. See, because you're not doing that at the concert. But if you take a client,
it becomes a business meeting.
It's a business expense. That's right.
My husband loved that part of it. Listen, and you know what though? It's the small things that's tripping us up. Now I'm gonna tell you, people post stuff on Facebook about their business, saying they make this and they do this and they do this. The little thing that I want people to wake up from: you're being watched.
Exactly.
You're being watched. And it may not creep up on you tomorrow. It may not creep up on you next week, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah. And then what are you going to do then? Because if you cannot show what you're saying, like I do, I have an online school.
Right.
I had to do the accreditation. You have to get all that together. Don't just get out there and do something and you're not covered. I do certification. Well, you have to be covered to certify. So if you're doing things and you're not covered, just because you didn't get caught today, tomorrow's always coming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One day always comes.
Oh my God. And that's I think that's something, because we are the type of people, or in our industry, I'm not gonna say we, some of us like to show. And we show, but it's okay to show. Don't get me wrong, but you need to make sure you prepared and you are legit before you show. Am I right about that?
Exactly. That's what I started out at first. It's like how to be legit in your business. Because like I said, some of us are standing behind the chair and we still bootleg.
Whoa. Did you say bootleg?
Yeah, bootleg. Bootleg. That's it. BOOTLEG. Bootleg. Yes.
I got your bootleg. Okay. And that's because you're not legit.
See, that's one of those things. If you say it, you better be able to spell it.
You know what? Really? Don't say it if you can't spell it. Wow. Well, what separates the professional from the bootlegger?
Everything. From the time that client walks in the door to how you handle them when they sit in your chair. I understand when people think else, and we can talk about all the other stuff later, but it should be about how am I going to take care of your hair first. We get a little bit too comfortable and a little bit too lax when we're doing business.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be, rigid, but handle your business. And what I say when I say handle your business, that's just like the foundation of a house. the things that you don't see are the things that keep your house functioning. The plumbing, the electricity, the
Mhm.
foundation.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't have that stuff hooked up right and your house dipping and swaying, and when you turn the water on, it might not work, it might, and your lights be flickering off and on, then your foundation is off.
Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Mm.
So if you aren't taught in school how to work things professionally, like we said in previously, you had to look a certain way when you went to take your state board exam. They were grading you on that white coat
Yes, they were.
and your shoes,
Yes.
how your hair was done.
Yeah. Your
You go in there
makeup.
with a cap on to do, no, you could not. Because at that time, you had to take a live person with you.
Yeah. Oh, girl, yes, you did. You took a live hand. Yeah.
You had to take a live person with you. So you had to conduct yourself a certain way. And these was old heads back in the day. And they did things a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking for that. And schools taught that because they knew who was on the board.
They did. They did. You're right. Yes. Yes.
So when the way you treat yourself and treat your customers, when you're in there, the music is not blasting and you're not hearing all this trap music. There's nothing wrong with trap, don't get me wrong. Some of it I even like, okay, if it's saying the right stuff, I'm with it. But if your atmosphere is not professional, if your customer can't come in and feel relaxed, they'll say, well, wow, it's time to go already. Yeah, it's time to go. Because they feel relaxed.
Yeah.
They want to stay.
Yeah.
But no, you got to go.
Yeah. And
I've done what I need to do. And,
yeah. But that's a big difference. And I guess I'm old school. I like my setting to be a certain way because
exactly.
I want people to be comfortable when they come in.
Right.
I want them to feel that I'm attentive to their needs.
Right.
And when you have a lot of people in there and you kind of, like you talked about time management,
exactly.
and you have so many people, you can't give that client the attention.
Right.
You can't give them what they need because you're over here. Well, I'm gonna put you up on here, and then I'm gonna go get
right.
her. Then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do it, and then that's
right.
kind of insane. Somebody's gonna feel neglected.
Exactly.
And you just might miss a step or two.
Exactly.
So
mistakes can be made.
Yeah, and so we pay for mistakes as cosmetologists.
Right.
We really do. And I had a person to come to me because I'm a trichologist, so I get some people that then had some situations going with their scalp and stuff. But I knew the particular stylist that had done this lady's hair.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came to me, she said, Suzette, I'm just in bad shape. She said, my hair is, it's a lot going on. And when she took that cap off, I got a chance to see it. And I was like, what happened? And she started telling me, I never said anything about, this is another thing. I never said anything about the stylist. Exactly. I didn't agree with everything. All I said was, hey, that's enough information. Let's try to fix what's going on.
Exactly.
Okay? Because you've got to be professional from top to bottom, from beginning to the end. So you don't sit there and engage in a conversation to tear down the next stylist.
The next stylist, exactly.
So me being an educator, I called the stylist, told her I had one of her clients, and I noticed some situations was going on with her scalp and blah, blah, blah. And I said, is there anything I can help you with? And so if you have this problem again, and I'm just coming, that's my profession. That's what I do. Okay. This could work out one or two ways. They could be receptive, or it could turn into a cat fight.
Oh,
now,
meow.
So I'm like, I don't want to get into no heated argument with them. I came to them in a professional way.
Right.
well, ain't no telling what happened. I did, I had, and and I'm just tired of her. Come on. I said, baby, you can't be that way.
Mm-mm.
You,
Mm-mm.
you know better, So, get your personal feelings out the way
Exactly.
and be the professional that you're supposed to be. And like you said, time management is everything. That came from neglect. You
Exactly.
just put a quick fix on. And if you see something, don't cover it up. Tell
Exactly.
them.
Tell
If
them.
you remember we was in school, and if you scorch somebody's hair or whatever,
Okay.
they tell you, tell them.
Just tell them.
Don't sit up. I'm just gonna brush over that because that lady gonna go
Okay.
home and see it.
Now, okay, eventually they're gonna go home and try to comb through that themselves. And they go, wait a minute, this is missing.
Yeah.
Cause I have had some that come just smooth off the what? Oh, okay. Man. Okay, that piece of this right there, and
I know, right?
like, oh my goodness, it's happened to everybody.
Yes, but honesty is the key.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I think,
because you can turn that situation all the way around.
Yeah.
All you have to do is say, hey, I got the iron too hot. It scorched it right here. You won't be able to see it, but every time you come in, I will give you this for free.
Yeah.
And we're going to get this back and we'll stop it.
Yeah. Own up
and
to
usually
it.
folks will go, okay. Because what you going to do? I mean, you can't put it back on the head. It's gone.
No, it's gone. It's out of here. So,
and if you've done pretty well otherwise, they okay with it.
So that goes back to the professionalism, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it's so important, and I love the fact that in your book, the information that we need for as starting out correctly, as a business.
Right. I even include a checklist.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Okay, which is good.
Yeah. You got a checklist.
You know what?
Know what you're doing, when you're doing it, and you can go from there. Yeah.
And it helps you to be accountable for the. Now, exactly. I'm amazed at this, and because I've been teaching for years, and I guess I never put, being an educator, you give a little bit more when you're teaching. That's not in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because of your experience or whatever. But to know that there is a book, and I'm enlightened because I'm saying to myself, how come it was never in the book with the from the beginning?
Okay.
Why didn't we,
Why didn't we? Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Okay.
So being an educator, if any other instructors are on here, we have a great job to do. We're influencer to the students. And here is a tool that we can use when we're educating. I'm definitely going to use it in my and on my classes. I think we're going to use it as one of the textbooks to go along with it. And so I think it's very important. I think it would add more to the learning experience.
Right.
Yeah, for the professional, because we do need to learn how to live past today.
Exactly.
We really
because just like, I mean, there are going to be pandemics as long as you live. There always has been. Yeah. This is my first real one.
Yeah.
So, because like I said, there have been other ones. There's been H1N1, Ebola, SARS. All this stuff has happened.
Yeah.
It has happened, but it's not happened to this degree.
Right. But you know what? I think everything happens for a reason that we're to learn from. We like to blame people. We blame the government. Look, the government, it's not the government's job to set your business up. You said this is your business.
Right.
So it's up to you to get all the, see, and a lot of people, I ain't know I had needed all that. Well, you didn't ask either.
You didn't ask nobody. That's
You
right.
didn't ask. You didn't ask. But now that someone is offering you information, don't close your mind or your eyes on it.
Exactly.
But and to be honest, nobody should have a business at this point. If you're set up as a business, close it when this is open back up.
Exactly.
Some people, I gotta regroup. Well, okay. During this
Okay.
time that we here, you should have
Right.
been getting on these computers. We use them for everything. People love Facebook, baby. You
You
could have been
use
on.
them for mess. You
Come
use them for
on.
mess and find every meme and everything. Don't get me wrong, I love them, but I also get on Facebook and I'm doing webinars. I'm trying to educate constantly. I'm trying to find out what I need to do to make my business flourish. Because like I said, this is the time. And like the Bible says, you have to always be ready.
Always.
Always be ready.
Always. And
You never
now's the
know.
time to get ready.
And it's time to
So
get
let me ask you
ready.
something.
So like
You,
you come to me saying, okay, we gonna promote your book. Okay, let's go.
yeah,
Because
it's time. It's time.
I've taken my public speaking classes. I've taken my this. I've done this. I've done that. So I'm ready. I can go stand in front of people and speak and know who my target audience is, and on that level. Because
Right.
when you write a book, you automatically a speaker
Right then and there.
right then and there.
Right then and there. No ifs, ands, or
There's no
buts.
buts about it. You are. Because you
So
have to talk about what you wrote about.
so you say that you do webinars. Um, Somehow or another, we're gonna believe God to get a platform. I want people that's in my circle. That's in my circle, especially the P2P
Right.
alumni. I really want them to. I want us to get this information. I've been talking to them. Now my thing is, those that are don't get me wrong, I've done some classes, I've got people that's certified. Some are not out for whatever reason, they're not active, but the ones that's active, those are the ones I'm talking to, okay? Because you want to get them the information that they need so that they can grow from this point to the next, okay? So I think you're a little froze right now. Don't quite know. I think we have a bad connection, but however, yeah, we do. So what I'm going to say, Sandra, at this time, I'm trying to let you catch back up.
Right. Right.
So we're gonna get ready to end our Let's Talk About It for until next time, but we would most definitely be back and possibly set up a webinar to try to educate some more people on how they can get more of this information. I want to post how they can get your book and how we can promote it even the more, okay? So I don't understand why we're having such a bad connection right now, but
Yeah. Yeah, you froze up on me for a couple
yeah,
times.
you was from. I had to just keep talking.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna post your information so they can get it.
Okay.
But we're gonna come back. We're gonna keep revisiting this until we get it like where we want to. We're gonna put it on every platform that we have. I want you all to tag and share this video. Enlighten your people everywhere and let them know there is information, there is help to get your business where it needs to be. And
Well, I appreciate you having me on. I really do. It means everything to know that the information that I have finally put together is sometimes, but you just have to wait.
Yeah.
You just have to wait and stay
Well,
encouraged.
the time is perfect now. So we're gonna clear the airway right now, and we'll be back again next week. So get your comments, your questions, send them to p2pinformation7@gmail.com, or just inbox us and we'll answer any questions. I will make sure you get in touch with her. We're here to help you and to make your business be your business. Until next time. Trying to see, you gonna say something? Can we get you in?
Oh, okay. You
I know I'm
froze up.
froze. I'm
That's
froze. You freezing.
okay.
It's all good though.
I know. Okay. Everybody freezing.
I know. Until next time, okay?
But again, thanks for listening, and you can contact me.
Oh, what happened? She's off the, well, I will post her information on how you can contact her. We had a bad connection, but I think you all got the gist of the information that she has given us. And once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all that you're doing. Until next time.